السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا بكم في برنامج انتقالات اليوم التاسع. Lads and lasses, welcome to Transferency Day 9. We would like to welcome our regulars, Chris and Dave, and from Argentina, Joe from Argentina. How are you, amigo?
Me too.
Hello.
Also, I would like to welcome my son, Tamim. Welcome first time in the show, Newcastle with وليد. Newcastle with وليد.
Newcastle really.
So we're going to start with the update from the transfer window, and after that we'll talk about candidates, Argentina player by Joe to play in the Premier League and Newcastle, of course. Chris Romano, what is the latest?
Okay, so Daily Telegraph linking us to New Zealand's and Burnley striker Chris Wood as a possible incoming, because as we saw yesterday, we desperately need some attack up front because we were very, very poor up front with Callum Wilson out.
Especially with Callum Wilson being out now for 8 weeks. And it seems to be gathering some pace, this Chris Wood story. Even the Daily Telegraph said that Burnley would listen to offers, which you would think they wouldn't.
Yeah, which is strange because they're and they're in a relegation battle with us. So
yeah,
strange.
Yeah,
strange links. وليد.
اوكي، طبعا التلغراف ربطوا بلاعب تكلم عن لاعب كريس وود من بيرلي انه يكون هو المهاجم. يعني صفقة غريبة يعني، لكن هذا من التلغراف، وتعرفون التلغراف وقائمين على التلغراف. انا صراحة يعني ما عندي ثقة بصراحة كبيرة فيهم، او ما عندي ثقة نهائيا فيهم. لكن هذا الاخبار تكلمت عن كريس وود، برضو صحيفة في بيرلي تكلمت عن كريس وود، لكن احنا ما نعرف بالضبط يعني مدى دقة هذا الشيء، لانه مو معقول مهاجم من 70 مليون لفورنتينا فجأة نروح لكريس وود، لكن يمكن يكون خيار سريع على سبيل الإعارة. A lot of fans today saying Chris Wood from Flovich from Fiorentina to Chris Wood. What do you think this, Chris and Dave?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably after. If you asked me this before yesterday, I would have said we can get somebody in, and now after yesterday, it's like, we desperately need anyone that can get us some goals. And I mean, he's only netted 3 times this season, but that's more than all of our players except for Callum Wilson. So we're really good missing Callum Wilson. ASM just can't. He does the step overs and like kind of the showboat stuff, and he won't pass when he, you just know when he gets the ball, he's just going to dribble and possibly shoot or be dispossessed. So he's not the option up front. Gale is on the way out, clearly. And Eddie Howe, for whatever reason, didn't give the young lads a chance to get some game time yesterday. Might have been a better showing if we said, oh, look, we lost to a League One side, but we didn't have to play our first team. We were giving the young lads a run out, but we didn't even do that. So it was sort of a wasted opportunity all around.
Yeah. I think the story, but we discussed yesterday when it came up yesterday that Chris Wood was going to be a target and whether he would be suitable. But anybody at the minute would give us a better option. And I agree with Chris. The whole point was we should have played Anderson or Joe White yesterday. Certainly, at least give them the last 10 minutes, to come on. Because we had nothing to lose at that point. We were already 1-0 down. And funny enough, Liverpool were exactly the same today. Liverpool were 1-0 down not Liverpool, on Tottenham. Tottenham were 1-0 down until the 77th minute, and then they made some substitutions, and they brought a few substitutes on, and that made a big difference. You know, they scored how many goals? 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. You know, that could have been us. But look, it is what it is. It's gone. But we definitely need a striker. And Chris Wood would, you know, he's a big bloke. He knocked down some big walls on his way in. You know, so, and then we might have the Maxis and the Almirons and picking up the loose pieces. So let's see what happens. But we need
طبعا كريس وديفيد يتكلمون على انه يعني صح انه انتقال كبير من فليفيتش لكريس وود، لكن اللي صار امس بعد مباراه الكاس وخساره من فريق من الدرجه الثالثه خلانا نحس انه يعني يمكن نحتاج فعلا اي واحد متوفر. فيمكن كريس وود يعني مهاجم جيد ومتوفر لاسباب خاصه، يعني ممكن يكون انتقاله سريع جدا، خصوصا انه عندنا مباراه مع واتفورد قريبا. كنا نبغى امس يشارك احد من المهاجمين من شباب النادي زي أندرسون، لكن يبدو أن النتيجة ما أسعفت أو ما توقعنا. we didn't expect the result, so that's why I think we didn't play Anderson. All right, Chris, next news.
Okay, so there's no firm links to the player, but the Athletics correspondent for Norwich, Michael Bailey, said that he was expecting Todd Cantwell to play today's cup match, and he said that his omission from the 20-man squad entirely is notable. So some people are speculating that Cantwell was held out of the side because he's expected to be moved on in this window.
Yeah.
And we're one of the people that have been linked to him. You know, one thing I noted is that Todd Cantwell has had a pretty dismal season this season. Previous seasons, he had been a guy that had been sort of seen as a possible incoming under the Ashley Bruce era. So while I'm not super excited about Cantwell and sort of thinking like, do we need another center midfielder? You know, he's a link. So I'm not saying all these people we'd want them all in, but he's at least there's some talk around Norwich that he's on his way to Newcastle.
I don't think Newcastle will be interested. Who do you think interested in Cantwell from Premier League?
There's a few clubs interested in him. I think that's what his problem's been. I think he's been
had his head turned.
He's had his head turned. You know, I think there's been links with Man United. There's been links with Tottenham, and I think he's had his head turned, and that's why he hasn't played so well this year. So if that's the case, then I think we're right to go in for him now. If that's what it is, when he's still out off the radar. So let's do it. But he might not be the player for this season, but probably next season.
طبعا بالنسبه للاعب كانتويل من نوريتش ما دخل في القائمه الرئيسيه لمباراه الكاس مع نوريتش، فواضح انه طبعا اللي فهمناه من السوشيال ميديا يقول لك انه كانتويل قال النادي اخبر انه يتجدد معانا يا تنتقل، ومبلغ الانتقال محدد ب 15 مليون. طبعا انا يعني ما نعرف وجهه نظر ديف، يقول انه يعني في كانوا ارتبط بمانشستر يونايتد وتوتنهام يمكن سابقا، فسبب نزول مستواه انه يعني يبغى ينتقل لاحد الانديه فما قاعد يؤدي بشكل كويس. على العموم انا ما اعتقد انه هو مرتبط بنيوكاسل، لكن اعتقد الحين اي واحد مرتبط بنيوكاسل. So I don't think this is يعني he's linked to Newcastle anyway.
If the I was going to say one thing about Cantwell, if the Everton links with Digne including Sean Longstaff in the deal don't work out, maybe we should just give Norwich Sean Longstaff and take Cantwell, because I think Cantwell will be an improved version of Longstaff in the center midfield and a much more dynamic player. There's one thing that Sean Longstaff lacks is pace and sort of finishing. I think maybe Cantwell offers both.
It's a good idea, but I think Norwich just want the money, not want a player.
Please,
فكريس يقترح
1 million.
كريس يقترح انه نبدل كانتويل بشون ستاف، لكن اعتقد انه نوريتش يعني مهتمين فقط في المقابل المالي. Next, Chris.
All right. Next. So Newcastle have held talks with Monaco over a move for center back Benoit Badiashile. They've also discussed moves for Yves Bissouma, Bamba Dieng, Sardar Azmoun, the Iranian Messi, and Alexander Isak, who I know is also...
Bissouma from Brighton?
No, it's Bissouma is not the one from Brighton.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No, sure.
It's like the article I sent you were 12 guys on the African team have the same.
طبعا مجموعة من اللاعبين، لكن دين على الأغلب بيروح أستون فيلا، فيمكن أقرب مدافع خصوصا بعد تعنت موضوع بوتمان وديجو كارلوس. الحين بسأل كريس عنهم. في المدافع باتشيل من موناكو، مدافع صغير في السن، بدأ يعني اسمه يتداول وقيمته ما هي بسيطة، يعني قيمته تقريبا 25 مليون في سوق الانتقالات. Any latest on Botman and Diego Carlos, Chris?
Nothing really more today. Sort of overnight, it kind of came out that Lille has set a sort of a drop dead price for Botman, and it's like around 50 million euros, which would be a little bit less in pounds. So we've gone from 25 million pounds to like 45 million pounds, as you lamented in our chat.
Yeah,
Carlos.
The thing is with the Botman deal. I mean, the story that came out with that was that they were prepared to hang on until the summer, so they could sell him to Milan. Now, if that's the case, there's every chance, Botman might get injured. He might then put a transfer request in. He might refuse to go. I think they've got to take a chance now rather than wait for Milan, because Milan will, even then, next summer, will they have the money? I doubt it.
Yeah, they're skin. They're not going to be much better summer.
No.
اوكي، طبعا ما في شيء عن بوتمان الا انه ارتفع المبلغ حسب ما قالوها بعض المصادر، وصل الحين 50 في اليوم، قاعد يزيد 15 مليون. يتوقع برضو ديفن ممكن يعني ينتظرون للصيف حسب ما سمعنا كلامهم، يعني الاخبار انه ممكن ينتظرون للصيف عشان يبيعونه، يعني انا اتوقع انهم قاعدين يبيعون بسعر اكثر. I think they just want they have a target. They squeeze, as you said, Chris, before. Just want to squeeze for more. Diego Carlos?
No, I mean we had that link. Was it day or two days ago that Newcastle was working on not twin deals, but two deals at once, and it's not at all that Carlos is seen as like a plan B for Botman, but they want plan A and plan B, to over that line.
After performance yesterday, last night, we expect. I think now we need to roll over more. We have to be fast.
Yes, of course. Yasser Al-Rumayyan, the chairman, His Excellency, was there in person, and we still have not got. He still has not witnessed in person a Newcastle win. So you would think that it was impressed on him that they need to roll out the money bags, and like 100 million is sort of at least we need to spend in this window.
All right. Anything else, Chris?
I don't have anything else.
Dave?
Just the story I shared with you and Chris before about Dina probably going to Aston Villa, and that was the is that the other club that Chris's brother was talking about? So
My twin.
Your twin, Romano, Fabrizio. But obviously, if that's the case, then if he's going to Villa, then good luck, you know. But yeah, I don't know what sort of legs that story's going to have. I don't know whether it's just Romano trying to keep us lot quiet because he's had a few supporters from Newcastle having a dig at him for saying that he wouldn't go to Newcastle no way, no how, you know. So I think a lot of Toon fans are getting on Chris's brother's back.
Yeah. So let me jump the gun on Joe Aleid, but Joe Taylor, I'm interested in who. I'm not going to say who's the next Messi because there's only one Messi, but who's the next Aguero from Argentina?
It seems Josema Lopez. He play in Lanús actually. He's a forward, a top forward. He's 21 years old and 14 goals in 2 assists in 32 games. So it's a nice prospect. But at the same time, I don't know if he can make it to the Premier League.
Who does he play for now?
Josema Lopez, yeah, that's right. I know.
What team does he play for?
River Plate.
He plays forward.
No, for what team? Equipo.
No. It's Lanús.
Lanús.
Okay, Joe, you know what, Joe? I have it in order.
The team is called Lanús. I don't know how to explain it.
Are you hearing me?
I messed you up, Aleid. I took over the hosting.
No, it's okay. I want to make it organized. That's all. I just have it here because those are the players were recommended by Joe. So we'll start with this one. Do you see him, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about this guy.
That's
where he played.
That's Josema Lopez. Yep. That's Josema Lopez. That's his name. He's from Lopez. Okay. Is it? A tall forward, but at the same time skilled. He's 21 years old and scored 14 goals and 2 assists in 32 games. So I think it's a nice prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Which team?
The next one?
No, yeah. Which team? Which team? Sorry, he play.
Did we just cover this?
Well,
he's in Lanús.
Lanús.
In Argentina, Lanús. The team is Lanús. Lanús.
I have one question, Joe, in terms of obviously it's summer now in Argentina. Do you think that Argentinian players, South American players would have a hard time adjusting coming from the South American summer straight into the English cold, wet winter, or rather than coming in the
Chris,
summer?
Some of our English players can't adjust to the cold.
I think it's very impossible.
It's a lovely sunny day where you are, Joe. It's very hot.
I think it. I think it's not possible just to arrive in the Premier League and get an impact. That's because most of the only maybe Tevez and Mascherano that goes from Corinthians to West Ham is the only example to go at the very first time to the Premier League. But the rest of the Argentinian players, most of all, they come from European teams.
Yeah,
I think they have to adapt maybe 2 or 3 years.
But Jose
or Messi, he comes from Barcelona, but
he's been in
10
Spain
or 12 years old.
Yeah, he's been in Spain since he was 9 years old.
Jose Enrique and Jonas Gutierrez, they came from Argentina straight to English league, and they did very well. You know, Jose went to Liverpool, and Gutierrez is a hero here in Newcastle. So, you know,
I also just think of Almiron. Obviously, he came not from MLS, but he went a full year before scoring, and he came
again
anywhere.
Norberto Solano came from Peru, and Norberto was straight in, and he came in. Mirandinha, when he joined Newcastle in the 1990s, he came straight from Brazil. He scored against. I didn't realize Jose Enrique was from Spain. It was Argentina, but the South American players, some of them have been able to adjust to not just to the weather, but also to the pace of the game. You know, so I don't doubt that anybody who comes across from South America that they won't fit in. I'm quite sure that they will, but I can understand that, you know, the cold weather. We're going to have a lot of players running around in gloves.
All right, lads. Let's move to the other player, Joe. Who is he?
Yeah, that's Thiago Almada. The club is Vélez Sarsfield, the same team as Jonas in the past. But it seems he's going to Atlanta in the US. He's 20 years old. He's a midfielder. The last 32 games, he scored 7 goals and 6 assists. He was called by the Argentina team, the minor divisions, and also the major divisions. The national team, I mean.
Yeah. Good. 7 goals, 6 assists. Plenty good midfielder, if that's the case.
Okay. That's yep. That's Martín Ojeda. He's a 23 years old midfielder. The team is Godoy Cruz. He's not the strongest team in the league, but maybe mid-table team. In 36 games, he scored 15 goals and 4 assists. Also midfielder. Very good dribble and have a powerful shot. Sorry.
Okay, looks strong one.
Mm-hmm.
Gallopo.
That's that's the name there. Juliano Gallopo. It's from Banfield Football Club. He's a box-to-box player. Yep. 22 years. 12 goals, 1 assist in 40 games. Sorry, 40 games. Most of all, contributes defensively, reaches the rival area well. So good, huh? 12 goals in 40 games. Not so bad.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, get him off.
That's Almond from Boca Juniors. Also 21 years old and 24 matches, 3 goals. Also contributes in defense, but he tends to lose his head and get some red cards. So
perfect.
we don't want that.
Morales. Another Morales. Do you want him?
Yeah, my
Some Mitro.
He's got the right idea with the stripes.
Ah,
Dark blue man.
I know, but the
Yep. And that it's
we lost you. We lost his audio.
I lost it.
Yeah,
All with Al-Walid, I lost
Sorry?
it. I don't know.
Didn't it? You have to picture
It has to be. Sorry. It has to be Enzo Diaz. Sorry, I got it right. It's from Talleres Football Club. Yep. It's 26 years old. A defender who attacks very well, but usually has some deficiencies. Some.
We're used to that. We're used to that.
It's for us. It's like the players that we have.
Okay. This one actually, I would like to ask.
That's the jewel of the Argentinian league. He's from. Yep. He is Julian Alvarez.
Okay.
Where is he going?
Is from River Plate. 21 years old. Oh, I don't know. Hop to Newcastle. He can go there.
So, from John, from this player, who you recommend?
35 games and 20 goals. In 35.
20 goals. Oh, we need that.
Sorry?
We need 20 goals.
Yeah.
We need 20 goals.
20 goals in 35
the
games.
last one?
No, the voice,
Who was
the
last
voice,
time he had 20 goal
Joe
scorer?
late, so that's why.
He had a 20-goal scorer since Shearer?
No,
No.
no, he's
Joe.
Yep.
Yes. Who you recommend for these players to Newcastle? The players you talk about. Who you recommend?
What I recommend. I think we can go for Julian Alvarez because it's what we need to score goals.
yeah, exactly. Definitely.
We need to score goals.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
We depend on Wilson. Wilson has maybe 3 months. I don't know how much to get Wilson again. 2.
2.
2 months, yeah, 8 weeks.
It's a lot.
It is.
But
a
we
lot.
need not going to be able to come right back in because he's going to injure
Yeah.
himself.
This guy from River Plate.
Yep.
Do you think he would adapt to the English way of playing football? Balls crosses into the box, rather than playing the ball through the middle. You know, is he a can he score with his head? Is he a strong player?
Not the. I don't think he's the strongest player, but I think he can manage to get in the Premier League.
about-
He's young.
Bit like Aguero.
Yep.
What about any Argentinian players who are already playing in Europe who would be realistic targets for us? Anyone you would should be on our list?
Tough question, but I think maybe the most maybe Mauro Icardi. I think.
Where's he?
In Italy?
He's in PSG. No, what's? It's not in PSG with Messi. I think.
Mauro Icardi. Yeah, he plays for
PSG.
PSG, yeah. He's a striker, Argentinian.
yeah, Icardi, the one from Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Maybe Yeah.
I think he was the one that was left out.
That's
now
right.
That,
Maybe
now that
you're
Messi-
confused with Paulo Dybala. He's in Juventus.
Yes.
The situation in Icardi, I believe last time I read, some clubs want them on loan, but Paris Saint-Germain want him to go away for good, for permanent deal. So that's what I hear.
Let's take him.
Yeah, we'll take him. We'll take him.
Yeah.
Somebody tell Steve Nixon, will they? Get Steve Nixon sorted out.
How do we still have Steve Nixon? I mean, it's like we got rid of everyone else.
He's a scout, though, isn't he? He's a scout. So
I know. Got rid of Penworth.
Joe, let's ask you, Joe, some question if you have. I have one question for Joe. What is about Diego Costa's situation?
Yeah.
Not,
I don't know really. What's the situation with Diego Costa?
I hear he break his contract with Atletico Mineiro, but we don't know where he's going.
Yep.
But we hear that he's going for Corinthians, but we are not really sure.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if we can get it. I don't know.
I don't want
we can get anyone.
He playing.
33 years old, and I don't know.
Is he still got it? Is he still playing good in South America, or you don't have an idea?
No.
No, not sure. Not sure.
He had our lead. He had 15 appearances this season, 4 goals. Last season, 61 appearances, 12 goals. So he's played 76 times the last 2 seasons, 16 goals. So that's a goal roughly every 4
games,
5 matches.
Yeah,
which is more than
he's got a serious attitude problem.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want him anywhere near St. James's Park. No.
Yes, but you can tell with Eddie Howe that attitude for him is everything, and the new owners don't want to bring in any kind of head cases. So they're all about characters. I don't know how many articles I've shared with Al وليد in our Saturday show where it's all about character. We want the right character. And
what about you, Joe? Can you play for striker?
Now, I have a friend here in Argentina. The last time I show you a video, the bicycle kick, the Cayman.
Yeah. He's still playing. He's not retired
he
yet.
Can make it to Newcastle. He will never quit. He's 32 years old, good striker, sweet left foot. I think it's the best option.
Joe, with a hairstyle like that, you'd be like Corricini and Gutierrez. You'll fit in straight away in Newcastle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was in UK in the 28 and 2015, the 2 relegation years. So I don't want to come back.
Don't come back.
Stay back.
I fear of a 3rd relegation.
Stay away this season.
Don't come over.
Yeah. I love Newcastle,
Yeah, oh, good lad. Way, lad.
I went in 28 in 2008. Sorry, I went to UK for 2 months, and then when I reached Manchester City Stadium, a kid, I think he was 5 or 6 years old. I go around to the house and get a pen and ask for an autograph. So he thought I was a player. I was with a home kit, I think, and 2008 kit. I think I will fit in the Premier, but no. 36 years old now. Bad knee. Not for me.
All right. We would like to thank you, Joe Taylor, for this information from Argentina. Really, gracias, amigo.
Cheers, Joe.
Thank
Muchas
you.
gracias.
Cheers, Joe.
Thank you, Chris and Dave.
Cheers.
We'll see you tomorrow in Transferency, and don't miss a special show, Watford Operation, on Wednesday.
Okay.
And we'll come tomorrow as well with our Chris Romano latest.
Okay.
Good night, all. Bye-bye.
Assalamu.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
Good
Cheers.
night, Cousin.
Goodbye.
Away the lads.
Good night.
Away. Bye.
Away the lads. Exactly. Away the lads.